welcome back to another episode of Between Knits and Purls. I'm one of your co-hosts. My name is Stephanie. I can be found on Instagram and Ravelry as Between Knits and Purls. Happy Halloween!
Happy Halloween, Steph!
Yes.
My name is Emily. I'm your other co-host, and I can be found on the interwebs as Andersmillknits, and I also have an audio podcast called Little Cabin Knits. This last week, we had a great show. Well, I hope it was a great show.
It was.
We talked about the topic of compassion and knits. Yeah, I don't know what's happened with my audio podcast, but it has blown up in just the last 2 episodes.
You've had some great topics of conversation, though, and I think that really is what is drawing people into that.
You know, my wool mitten.
Yes.
Yes. She and I were talking. I'm sorry, guys. My dog is being way too cute right now. Sorry. I keep looking over at him because it's way too cute. But my wool mitten and I, we were talking on Instagram because the topic of compassion is such a difficult one to encapsulate, and I was really struggling on how to present it, how to really get things across. And I was listening back to it and I was like, oh, Emily, you failed.
No, I thought it was great. I thought it was really good.
Carrie said she was listening and then re-listening. And then at some point she even put down her knitting because she couldn't. She was like, I can't knit and listen to this too. I was like, phew.
I love it. I love it.
Thank you.
Oh my goodness. Well, how was your week?
It has. Oh, how has my week been?
That's a loaded question.
Yeah. It's been busy. It's the first week back in our house. Can you guys see? You see
Yes.
regular stuff behind me?
Yes.
Familiar stuff. We've been super busy. I've had a couple doctor's appointments that Jeremy's very kindly come with me to, and then the construction on Saga, or should I say tragedy? I feel like I should say tragedy. It continues. We got kicked out of the house on, I think it was Thursday, because they were pouring the concrete into the basement. Into the foundation. I told Steph before we started, I don't have words today. Like,
it's all right.
Yeah.
Oh, well, it was funny because I remember texting you because you had put something on Instagram where they were pouring the concrete, and I said, please tell me it is not below 32 degrees, because if they're pouring concrete and it's that cold, oh no. And she said, no, it's not. I said, oh, good.
Yeah, I think it was just at 30 that day. But it was snowing.
Wow.
I don't know how cement's supposed to look, but from the top, it still looks completely wet. Like I can see down into it.
Really?
Yeah. And then last night we had a big windstorm, at least in my little neighborhood. My neighborhood is on what we call the bluff, right on the seaside. Not that I get to see the ocean. I don't. I'm not that posh. But we had a windstorm, and like all of their like cones and tape markings to kind of denote, do not pass here, it's dangerous. Yeah. All got blown into the moat that they'd created. So there's no safety measures out now or anything.
Walk at your own risk, apparently.
Yeah. But Watson's doing better.
Good.
He had to do another urine culture, and I still haven't heard back on that. And we're very nervous about it, because it's either he's got incontinence or his diabetes is progressing worse and worse, or there's something with his kidneys. We have no idea.
None of which is a good scenario.
No, but we did buy him a this week that has been put to very good use.
There you go.
He hates it. So I'll put it on him and he'll just freeze. He won't walk. And then finally when he realizes that I'm not taking it off him, he'll just collapse onto his side. Just be like, I'm done. I'm done with life.
Oh, the poor thing.
But I only put it on him when I'm teaching or when we go to bed, because I'm always worried, like, I can't stop taking him out.
Yeah.
So,
that makes sense.
That's how my week has been. So fun. I've been dealing with cleaning up a lot of pee.
Oh, gross.
Really rude and incompetent. Well, it feels like they're incompetent.
Yeah.
construction workers.
Yeah.
And, yeah, I think that's about it. I don't know. Yeah. How about you?
My week's been good. Starting to kind of get a rhythm with work and structure and finally getting some knitting time back. My job is fantastic. I'm super excited. For those of you who don't know, or if you haven't watched before, I went back to work after being a stay-at-home mom for, almost 6 years. Yeah, so my husband is a collegiate baseball coach at a college out in Kentucky, and I went ahead and I accepted their position of director of housing and student life. So I am having a blast. It's really a unique situation. The college has it has really good potential. We're just not there yet. So for me, who loves change and bringing life to new things, this is right up my alley. So I'm super excited. We're doing good. Yeah.
Bringing order to chaos. You love that kind of thing.
I do.
What did you do last night in the wee hours of the night? Can you share that?
Let's just say I was on campus really early in the morning.
Yep.
Dealing with some issues.
Yeah. So
it was interesting. But Halloween, we took my girls trick-or-treating. I think they have more candy than they know what to do. Well, I've never seen this much candy. They each have an entire Walmart grocery bag full between trunk or treat at school, trick-or-treating at the college, trick-or-treating tonight. So I don't know what we're going to do with it.
I don't know. I mean, do you guys have any rules about how much they're allowed to eat of it or anything? Or what do you guys do?
We kind of play it by ear, but usually it's like 2 pieces at a time. And then let's wait a significant amount of time and then see how it goes. Let's see how wired they are after the 2 pieces.
There you go. And you guys freeze some of that candy probably because...
Well, if there's chocolate, it's like you got to pay mom and dad to,
Mm-hmm.
No.
Mm-hmm. And I think Chris has been monitoring the candy tonight.
Well, you'll have to make sure it's safe for them to eat.
Sure.
I know. So my husband and I, we did dress up for Friday at the college. So I was a flaming hot bag of Cheetos, and my husband was the Cheeto. And it was so funny. It was so funny. I mean, it is a square foam bag, and it's got the caloric index on the back, and it tells the fat grams. I mean, it's really funny.
How did you get through doors and into cars and things, or what did you do?
I just did it. It was cute.
Yeah.
So
you know what I dressed up as? I put on a black shirt. That's what I did.
Hey.
I don't like Halloween.
My girls don't either. And I think this was the first year that a lot of stuff was really scary this year. And so we just kind of deterred from that because typically we celebrate harvest, but good food, family, and we do the trick-or-treating just kind of in the neighborhood type thing. So yeah, we don't really get into the scary stuff at all.
No, I'm totally with you. Thanksgiving is my favorite holiday, so I'm excited. Less than a month until my favorite. Yeah.
Which leads us into our next topic, the 13th of November.
Yes.
What's happening then?
Yeah, we're doing a live PJ knit party on November 13th. So, oh my goodness, 8:30 your time, right?
8:30 my time. Mm-hmm.
There we go.
And I am on East Coast time.
Yep. And so that means 4:30 for me in Alaska. And then like in Oregon, that would be something like, would that be 6:30?
They're just an hour ahead of you. So 5:30.
5:30. So
yep, and then find your time zone based on that. Yeah.
Yes. And if we want to invite you guys, if you see how Stephanie and I are actually live and on the camera and stuff.
Yep.
Well, you could be too. Actually.
Yes.
If you go to our Between Knits and Purls Ravelry Group. I have an invite in there for all of you guys. And it has the link to get you into our StreamYard app, something, whatever you want to call it.
It's a platform, yeah.
Yeah, platform, so that I can then add you guys to the actual live video event. Yes. You can still join us via YouTube and chat, but we'd love to see some of our good friends on video if possible.
Yes. And as long as you guys do know, because it is live, we are going to record it so that friends who don't have the chance to come on and be with us can watch it later. So just be aware, it will go on YouTube. If that's not something you want to do, you can just do the chat portion. You can have a black screen. You can do whatever makes you guys comfortable.
Exactly. And
so find some cute PJs.
Yes. Just, I mean,
come comfortable.
There's nothing special about it other than we all wanted to get together with you.
Yeah.
And so we just made a reason. So we're having a PJ party. So
that's right.
Junk food, your favorite or your most raunchy? I don't know. Like
anything.
I've got an old I think it's Kermit the Frog. Sorry, brain again.
Kermit the Frog.
Yep, T-shirt that is at least a decade old. It's got splotches on it that I have no idea what they were.
That's all right.
But that's my favorite. So I don't know if I'll wear that or I'll try and be all nicey and wear something.
I'll see if I can dig some fun ones out of the drawer.
Yeah, because all of mine are kind of either they look very grandma-y or they are over a decade old. And
well, I'll tell you what, if you want a reason to get some jammies, all the fun Christmas jammy sets online right now are all clearance. So treat yourself to a set of jammies and come knit with us, guys. It'll be a blast.
Yeah, that would be fun. I've never had official. Wait, no, that's a lie. My parents used to buy us,
Yeah.
The tradition. Christmas Eve, you get a pair of PJs, right?
We still do that.
Yeah. And I don't think Jeremy ever did that because it's a new thing for him.
You guys need to get matching jammies.
I know. For the show and make him come on. Yes. And we can all test him as to his knitting.
No.
Oh, come on.
I will ask him. Okay. Anyhow, guys, just come and enjoy yourself and put it on your calendar. Remind yourself, bring a hot cup of coffee, whatever you want. Just come knit with us for as long as you can.
Yes, exactly. So that's really exciting. So
yes.
and come and join us, our friends. And then officially, we are going to have the project down along starting in January. So we'll be planning for that. What that means, so it's just a PAL is what I'm calling it. Because whatever kind of crafty project you have that you, in your stash that is not done.
Yeah.
Just bring it up. I don't care what kind of project it is. It doesn't have to be knitting. So.
And if you aren't that type of person that has a project that's lingering, you can cast on whatever you want and join us as well.
Yep. And here's a shout out if there's any makers out there that would like to contribute the prize pot.
We do. We already have people who have graciously donated some pretty fantastic prizes, guys. So I'm super excited for January.
It's really going to be awesome.
It is.
So, and then we have our partners picked for
24 days of cheer.
Brain is off.
You're fine.
Really clicked the off button on my brain.
Hey, you had a lot of stuff going on with that house. I'll tell you what.
Yeah. So, okay.
It's all right.
Yes, we got our partners. I'm so excited. Steph, did I tell you that my partner is literally, I think it's 3 years to the day younger than me.
Oh, how fun.
Birthday. Yeah.
Oh.
So that made me really happy. We've been chatting on Ravelry and on Instagram. It's been really lovely.
Super fun. I was telling Emily, I have been digging through my leftover sock yarns. And guys, it's half the fun. Again, the idea was to do something where it's economical. And, you get to the end of your socks and you have this and there's nothing wrong with it, Yeah. And for those of you who haven't put it together, don't feel like you have to wind it into an actual mini skein. I will send mine in a ball.
Yep.
So it's ready to knit with. So whatever works for you guys. But yeah, it's super fun. And it's kind of reminiscent of, oh, I remember knitting that pair. Or, I gifted this to so-and-so. So
yep.
It's super fun.
I finished mine today.
Good for you.
But I'm not showing anything.
Okay.
But you know what? I tried a new thing today where I actually used my hand. As just like a nitty-knotty kind of thing.
Oh, nice.
And it worked perfect. Like the skein, skein that came off my arm was a perfect length to be a mini skein.
Smart.
And I don't know how I did it, but every single time I was either right on the money of 8 ounces or I got to 10 ounces. So they'll get
that's perfect. That's
perfect. Ounces, grams.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's perfect.
Yeah, so I had a great time doing that, and they all looked really pretty. Because, I love doing those little balls, but for some reason, making those balls sometimes gives me cramps in my neck.
Yeah. Again, whatever works for you guys when you're packaging these up. So, but I cannot wait to start seeing December 1st Instagram and all of these little individual packages. Oh, guys, it's so much fun to watch that thread on Instagram.
Yep, it's going to be awesome. So, for this year, when you get your packages and you start opening them, we'd love for you to post every single day.
Yes.
For the 4 days, and literally just use the hashtag 24 days of cheer.
I think, we added 24 days of cheer.
Did we add the year?
Swap, because 24 days of cheer it's a branded beer advent, and so, which is fine.
No.
It is. And so we ended up with all this beer stuff, and I was like, oh no. So 24 days of cheer, swap in the hashtag. If you want to see all the beer, that's fine too.
There you go. Yeah. You can have it both ways.
That is correct.
All right. So I think that's it for admin, right? Unless you have anything.
I think so, but we do have a Crafter's Corner this week.
Yes, we do.
Super excited. So this week's Crafter's Corner comes to us from Super Fine Yarn Co. And this is, so it's two. Super Fine Yarn Co. is the yarn dyer, and the yarn dyer is Sarah Flynn. And, Emily's got it all right up there, Sarah Flynn. But then not only that, guys, she and her cohort host the Yarn Hellions Knitting and Book podcast.
Yes.
They are super fun, you guys. I would highly recommend you give them a try. Besides amazing yarn, they talk about some really fun book topics. They talk about, I don't know, they just kind of have an interesting twist on what they're talking about in their fiber stories.
And they're so fun too. They're the kind of people that I want to be, good friends with, because just look at their faces right there.
And they're so down to earth. You always think of knitting people and you think these are my kind of people. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Yes. But go ahead.
I have to show off. Yes. So Sarah, a cute sticker that I really love and I want to put on my water jug. You guys saw my big water jug, right? That's a gallon. Yeah. So Jeremy convinced me to keep it.
Yes. That's all right. Water's good.
Keeping it.
Yes.
And so I'm going to put it on that.
Yes.
So, and then, see, this is the button, Steph, that I wanted to use.
Yes. And Christine sent the button.
Yes. Oh, Christine sent it. Okay.
So I think, they both do the podcast together, but I think Christine kind of does the podcasting portion, kind of like you and I. We split the responsibilities, and then Sarah dyes the yarn. But Sarah sent along if I can read it here, mine is an 80-20 superwash merino nylon 400 yards. And this is her Aster colorway. And guys, it's so pretty. It is. It's just, it melds from one color to the next between the pink, the purple, the blue. My girls are like, Mommy, that looks like a beautiful unicorn yarn. And I said, it is.
Are they trying to hint at something?
Oh, I'm sure they are. They probably want mittens or something out of it. And I said, no. Right? But look at this dye job, guys. It just literally transcends from one color to the next.
Yeah. I wish they'd come on the show because I really want to ask Sarah about her dyeing techniques. Like, does she fully immerse them, or does she use a shallow pan, or does she use the dip method? I'm really curious to know.
Well, we could always have them back on the show if they decide to.
Yeah, girls,
ladies.
Oh yes, ladies. I'm sorry. And then I got a super scrumptious. This is their West 25th MCN DK weight in the Aurora Oak colorway, which means it's a one of a kind. Can't get this. Emily gets this. Sorry. But it's okay. That's looking a little brown. There's no brown in this whatsoever. Okay.
No, but there's very deep variations of blue in there that are absolutely stunning.
No, I'm getting mad at my camera because there we go. That's what it is right there.
Oh.
And it's DK. It's this beautiful, like I would say, like you said, variegated blue.
It's very pretty. Is there almost like a dark aqua in there too?
Yeah.
Or dark teal, I mean. Yeah.
And so my thought process is I really want to knit Jeremy. Jeremy doesn't look the greatest in hand knit hats. I'm just going to be honest. He looks awesome in baseball caps.
Yeah.
Hand hats, not so much. But even with that knowledge, Jen has a few hats from Boston. Jen has a few hats dying to try.
Yes.
Yeah.
And a word to the wise, if you have not tried a Boston Jen pattern, go treat yourself right now. Because you need to. But guys, this is a great yarn. This is one of those like luxury staples. Like, ooh, I need a couple skeins of this in my stash.
I agree. You know what? I think some of this has a little bit of a purpley hue to it even.
Ooh.
Now, looking at with my glasses on and kind of spreading things out, that was unexpected and gorgeous.
I just think it's really cool because, again, it's multiple layer upon layer of color.
Yeah.
I really think it's pretty unique. Guys, they are on both Facebook and Instagram as Super Fine Yarn Co. and on YouTube, Yarn Hellions. So I really would like for you guys to go check out both.
Yes, very much so. I mean, have you noticed there's a lot new YouTube? I mean, I feel like I say this all the time, but there's quite a few new YouTubers out there for knitting.
But I want to say they've got quite a few episodes. They're newer, but they definitely have some quality episodes. And you know me, I like to find one and then binge them all.
Today. So today I've been writing all day thank you cards for the wedding.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and I was watching, who was I watching? The lady out of Canada. I forgot her name all of a sudden.
Oh, you would say her name.
She's been doing the no, never mind.
I want to say it's Rhinoculus, but it's not.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
She's been unofficial knit along for a while.
Yeah.
I was watching her, and I actually had to turn off my knitting YouTube channel because I wasn't getting any of my thank you cards done. You know what I turned on? The IT crowd, and I'm just not. And I'm just like, it's on the background, but I'm not paying attention. I got like 80% of my thank you cards written up.
Hey, so there you go.
More interested in. Emily wants to watch the knitting shows. Not the hilarious, semi-highly produced shows on. There you
go. Hey, whatever it takes to get those thank you cards done.
You guys know what actually, before I start teaching, I should probably be looking over my notes to make sure I have everything correct.
Oh.
But I don't, because I get too stressed out and I overthink things, and I think to myself, what am I forgetting? So instead, I turn on. I think because I watch so much knitting content on YouTube, it actually has a little tab for me to actually choose just knitting.
Oh.
And I've been clicking on that, and it's been coming up with new shows, new podcasts for me.
That's pretty cool.
So that's been awesome. Yeah. So I've been watching those a lot.
Awesome.
Yeah.
What about your knitting life? How's that going?
Oh, I'm out of breath.
You're cracking me up, lady. But you guys have to remember, Emily and I get on before this, try and get as much of our giggles out as possible, but it doesn't always happen.
It's not working today at all. At all. But, that's okay.
That's right. Whatever works.
I have quite a few FOs.
Let's see them.
I have one that's missing in action.
Me too. It's the same one.
So, wait, where did there it is. Our spring things, I don't know how did we both lose it at the same time?
I blocked it. I put it. I think I am going to be gifting mine. So mine probably is in my box getting ready to go for holiday season. Is my thought.
Okay. And I boxed it. I put it in the suitcase for last weekend when we moved back here.
Yep.
But like I told you, at least I told you on the Little Cabin Knits show.
Right.
This place was so filthy.
Not cool.
Just
can't have you in that.
Yeah. And I'm still cleaning a little every single day.
Yeah.
And so I must have put it somewhere while
You'll
was
find it.
Organizing. I have no idea.
But
anyway,
we both knit it. Yes, and we both knit it in our Granite State yarn sock sets. And oh my goodness, guys, did you know she has her Christmas yarn sock sets and mini skeins out right now?
When you posted that in our stories,
I know.
I wanted to slap you because I'm like, I have no money. Spent all my yarn money.
Oh my gosh, you guys. So she is a very dear friend of the podcast. We love, love, love Granite State yarns. If you have not tried it or treated yourself, please go check her out. She is on Instagram. She is on Etsy. But yes, she just launched 6 to 8 Christmas holiday colorways, and they are stunning. Even if you don't celebrate Christmas, she has other colors in that holiday theme. I think she has a sugar plum fairy.
Yeah. I mean, you know me, I hate the color red, but so I was really grateful when she had things in there that even her ones that were more.
I was going to say her red with her speckled green twist.
Yeah.
I was like, oh.
Yeah. I even like that one. And I surprised myself because.
Yes. I honestly, guys, I can't tell you that I know that she has it left in her shop. But if you're seeing this right now, I would push pause and I would go look and see if she's got it. If you're looking for a fun sock set, and I think she also has a couple mini skein sets too. Check out Granite State Yarn. She's got beautiful stuff, guys.
Yes, she does. So go take a look at that. But that's what we made our spring thing out of.
Yes.
And we like to support our friends.
Yes.
All of you guys out there.
Yes.
So. Yes. Anyway, so we did that, and then hold on, let me find. There it is. So I have completed my Tweed Boomarang shawl.
That is so pretty.
It was so fun to knit, Steph.
It's beautiful.
On it, can you guys see the bias?
Mm-hmm.
The way it's going? And then you bring in the second color and you switch back and forth. I actually have my leftover yarns over here. And then we have a very simple lace. It's already getting all smushed up because I've been wearing this an awful lot.
Well, it's cold already where you guys are at.
Yeah. I've either been wearing this or I've been wearing my test knit from Monster Knits from summer that I knit that. I can't remember.
No, this is the one you started on your honeymoon. Is that correct?
This one is. I bought the kit and I started it. I think on my honeymoon, I maybe had this much done.
Wow, you did that really quickly.
Because it was so easy. And it's knit out of worsted. Well, is it DK? Hold on. Let me grab this.
It's really pretty. And I love how when you transition between I'm going to call it the base color, and then you start bringing in that second color, it kind of just softly does it and then blends to the other color.
I completely agree. So this is... Yeah, this is a worsted weight tweed from Mountain Colors.
I love that.
And this is both the colorways left over in
nice.
All. This weighs 2 grams. I was going to say ounces again.
That's all I have left. When you get to the end and you have used almost all of the yarn and you feel like, I've used it all.
Yeah, finally. I have no leftovers, but then that means I have no leftovers to send in swaps. But anyway,
True.
I've been really loving wearing this. It's so easy. I'm probably not putting it on very well right now.
It looks like one of those really just perfect things to wrap underneath, like if you're throwing a jacket over. It looks really cool.
That's what I've been using it for.
Beautiful. I love it.
Yes. Now I have 3 more finished objects. Do you have any finished objects you want to show?
I have 1.5. So how about I do now and we'll go every other.
Okay.
So I have a finished pair, and this is my Rhinebeck Roomy socks by Kay, the crazy sock lady. And guys, I was just telling Emily, I'm shocked at the fact that I knit an entire pair of socks in a solid color, but I'm really entranced by it. Like, I want to cast on another textured pattern sock in a solid color. I don't know what is wrong with me, because I mean, you guys know me. Every hot pink color under the sun is what I cast on. Because I just do. Oh, Scrapie, and yeah, I know. But I really, and I would call it a mousy, like between gray and brown.
Okay. That's what it looks like.
Yeah. But oh my goodness. And these are for my sweet friend Diane, who I get to knit socks for.
That's so
awesome. I'm going to be popping these in the mail to her. What was this yarn? Now that I say that, this was that yarn from Finland that I had never used before.
Yeah. Guys,
this stuff is awesome.
What's it made of?
This is, now that you say that, it's an 80 superwash merino and 20% nylon. So these will wear super nice. This is as soft as Knit Picks Felici, if not softer. So very cool.
Huh.
So
I wonder how much that, probably international shipping right now would be.
You know, if you go onto Ravelry and you use that feature where you find the yarn and then you click on the side where it says where it's for sale, it is for sale within the US. I just don't know the name of the store, but it's one of those things where they have every shade and color in every variation. Ooh. It's really cool. It's really cool, you guys. I'd encourage you to try checking that out. So,
and I think you said it was pretty affordable, right?
I want to say it's like $6 or $7 for a skein. So I didn't think it was bad.
No. So very comparable to Knit Picks. Yeah.
I would say very, yeah. But again, not stripes, solids. Although you could always stripe it yourself if you wanted to. But
those look so comfy though.
And so squishy.
Would you knit that pattern again?
100%. 100%. It's a paid for pattern, so I can't tell you what it is, but it's very, very smooth knitting. You're not going to find it difficult once you figure out the pattern after you've purchased it. But it just, I love the idea of lace. I just don't knit it. And this really is reminiscent of that in a really super easy way where there's no holes.
I was going to say, it doesn't look lacy at all. Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Super cool.
And what heel did you use on that one?
I just did a traditional drop down heel and gusset.
Awesome.
Just because when I gift knit, it's the easiest one to fit.
Yeah.
So, yeah. How about you? What was your next finish?
Well, my next finish, so I'll start with the one that I totally forgot to talk about on the podcast for Little Cabin Knits, which was my mom's Christmas socks of knit out of Knit Picks. Is it called Faded Rose colorwicks? We're both knitting on it, aren't we?
Guys, we think a lot alike.
Yeah. Which, honestly, I had no idea you were knitting on it, too. I got to clip my ends. But actually, no, wait, I haven't blocked these yet, so I better not clip my ends. But
so funny. So what did you think about knitting the rolled cuff and doing the shorties?
I like it. When I put it on my foot, I feel like I need to make so I did the same, I did the drop heel.
Okay.
Where you one knit one.
Yeah.
and then purl back. Yeah.
Right.
I feel like I need to make this one a little deeper the next time. Like I did 2 1/4 inches. I think I would go 2 1/2 next time.
I would too.
She only wears a size 6 shoe. So
she's got teeny feet.
Tiny feet. And so I feel like these will be totally fine for her.
Yeah.
The second one is a tiny bit off as far as the color matching because I was determined to only use one skein. Only one skein. So I
did. You?
Yep. And so I have one whole skein left to make me one.
Perfect.
I might have to do a different yarn for the heel if I'm going to
heels and toes.
Yeah. Because my feet are bigger, obviously.
But that's all right.
She doesn't care at all. And you know what's the most ironic thing? I have knit her some really like way past highlighter color socks.
Oh yeah, she's got some fun socks.
Yeah, she's got some amazingly fun socks. And I thought she would have hated those, but she actually revealed to me that those are her favorite. The wilder the colors, the more she loves it. And so I'm wondering if this is too tame for her.
I don't know, but I'll tell you guys, this was this year's Knit Picks Felici, and super fun, guys. Super
beautiful. It really does look like faded rose. This is better because
I know, and my periwinkle color is not showing true, but super cute, guys. And mine's just a 3x1 rib. I've been knitting on that when I have time.
Oh, I love that one.
Yeah.
So you have one done?
Yep, I have one done, and then I don't even know where it is in my bag. I got a new bag.
What? Did you make it or get it?
I did not. Yeah, there's my other sock. No, my sweet mother gifted it to me for fall. It is from So Crazy Crafter.
Oh, look at that.
Right? Right? Pumpkin spice.
Oh, I love that. Oh.
Yes. And all of her bags, well, I shouldn't say all of them. I believe most of them are canvas. And then this is stitched embroidery.
No, it's not. I was going to ask if she's screen printed.
No, that is stitched embroidery, folks.
No freaking way.
Isn't that cute with the little cows and scarves?
Oh.
Like, come on.
Quality.
Yes. And it's kind of nice too, because as a canvas bag, it's got some sturdiness. I mean, it'll just sit right up.
Oh,
yeah.
Yep.
So
I think that's yes. Hello, Mom.
Hello, Mom.
Oh, she's my mom from another mother. Wait, now how do you say that?
My
spirit mom.
Something from, I don't know. Don't ask me.
I'm teasing. Don't send me a bag.
Oh my goodness. Did you have another finish too for socks?
I've got one other pair of finished socks and a big thing. So we got Jeremy's. So I just used the same thing. And so look,
I don't buy another one either. I just put my husband's socks on it and fold it halfway over.
Yep, there you go. So this one I used Fish Lips Kiss Heels, and I used the Yarn Bar colorway from, oh my goodness, what is it called? I forget what they're called.
Was this one of the ones that you picked up on one of your travels on your honeymoon when you shop hopped? Yes.
Yes. So this is the honeymoon, what I've called the honeymoon socks for Jeremy or Mr. Rio. And that was the other thing. So it came with a mini skein.
Oh yeah.
But I ran out of the yarn so I got the heel. I got halfway through the heel.
Yep.
And then I had to bring in a gray to finish it off. So this is actually Plucky Knitter, and it confirmed I don't like Plucky Knitter. So Stephanie is getting my one partial, one full gray skein of Plucky Knitters. That package is going out this week.
You are so funny.
You know, I say these things, and do I really mean them? And so I was like, okay, I'll just give it a shot. And I'm knitting it. I'm like, I hate this.
I love it. But you would never know that the toe is different. It just really flows with the color of the yarn. It's super cute.
But see, there's these beautiful grays in here. Now, I love this yarn, which I forgot what the yarn is, but,
Super cute.
It's yarn. The ladies will have it. If you want a colorway like this, it's the Yarn Bar Montana.
Yes.
They'll have it on their website.
So cute. I love that set.
Me too.
So cute. He'll wear them to pieces. He loves all of the socks that you have knit him.
Oh yeah, you can tell they're already a little wonky because he's been wearing them around the house.
Perfect. Well loved.
He refuses to wear them out of the house. Any hand knit socks. Hats and gloves he's totally good with. But socks, he's just like, no, I'll ruin them if I wear them in shoes. I'm like, I'll knit you a more, God.
There you go.
All right, so my last thing here is my Chevron baby blanket. That's a gift to a good friend.
Yes.
Oh, there we go. So it's all done, but see, okay, so can I get this in?
And this is a free pattern because I've knit this one before, guys. This is a perfect, if you have a friend like last minute who says, oh, I'm having a shower and whatever, this is a perfect lap blanket for a baby. It's so easy, so cute. Your colors turned out good too, by the way.
Yeah, I thought they were going to be atrocious. And then
they're cute.
I really like how they look. Now, this is not red. This is, I think, a like a cherry kind of a thing.
No, that's really cute. That's really cute.
So the baby is female, but they're trying gender neutral colors. This is supposed to come to gender neutral. I can't say that phrase.
It's super cute.
Yeah. But I still have to weave in all of my ends. There's a lot of them. And I still need to block it because right now it feels way too narrow. But I'm noticing. The
other thing too, and depending on what you want to do after you block it, you can always grab a crochet hook and throw a chain stitch all the way around it to make it lay super flat. And you know how quickly that goes.
Yeah. And I've been thinking about that too because if you guys notice the ends here. Rolling over.
Super cute.
But yeah, they do it on the cast on edge too. So yeah, I might do that crochet after blocking though.
Yes, after blocking.
And I have so much yarn left over.
Oh my gosh.
I think I maybe used a third of each, well, even less than that in the green because the green is only the beginning and end. But
really?
I skeins of each color.
Okay.
I got at minimum a half a skein of every color left over. At minimum.
Really? I would have never guessed that.
Yeah. So for instance, here's my blue.
Yeah.
That's a lot left over. And
that's awesome.
It looks like it was used at all. So
that's cute.
Yeah. So I'm happy. I knit these on US size 10. So this went super fast. So,
wow.
Yep. And Brown Sheep Company is all the yarn. I use their tweed base. I use their cotton base.
Yes.
I really didn't care just so long as it was all from the same company.
Exactly.
And I got them all on clearance. So I was like, whatever colors you got, I'll type and we'll just make it work. And I did.
Awesome. Hey guys, we're going to push pause for just a second and we will be right back. Emily, can you help facilitate that real quick?
Okay.
We're back.
All right. And that was it. My Chevron baby blanket was my last one.
So cute.
Including my spring thing shawl, that is 5 finished objects since we last recorded.
Guys, that's huge. Seriously.
Was this cast on? No, we only talked about it last episode. I hadn't cast this on yet.
No, because you were still waiting on yarn colors, remember?
Yes. So
yes. Good job, my dear.
I'm on a roll, baby.
You are. I'm impressed.
Yeah. So what's on your needles?
Socks, and more socks. Imagine that. Surprise. So I'm finishing the second sock of my cute little Knit Picks ones here. Just started and I cast it on. I don't have much going on that. But what I am doing is I am finishing, and of course I'm like mid-row. So that's always good. Of these little scrappies.
Are those the those are the Scrapie socks. Okay.
Yep.
Those are so cute. All right. So how are you doing your But these are for the girls. So.
These are for the girls. So for my oldest, I'm doing 60 stitches, and I do 10 or 12 for the cuff, so it rolls down. But then I do what I would do as an adult size for the depth of the heel.
Okay.
It fits over there, because kids don't have, they have like that square block foot. It just, and nothing catches. So I did a deeper heel, kind of like you were talking about for next time around for you after you did your mom's. I did a full adult size depth for that.
Nice.
Yeah.
So pretty. Do you know what you used?
This is, you should ask me that.
Yeah.
It's something like 80s rock radio or something.
Oh.
I should know, but I totally don't.
Yeah.
Isn't that cute though? Just some leftover teal that I had. So.
I just love that. Is there teal in the speckles? I can't tell.
There is. It's in there.
Oh, I see it now. Okay.
There you go.
That's perfect.
So this is sock number 2 for my oldest, pair number 2. Okay. And then I'm going to do the Palmer Yarn Company yarn.
I was literally just pulling mine out saying, I need to knit.
Oh my gosh. In leftovers.
Yeah.
And I have another one of her skeins too that is, I want to say it's like the speckled light pink with the darker pink contrast color. Guys, this is another fantastic dyer. Palmer Yarn Company. The only thing, yes, every time we talk about her yarn, all I can say is elegance. Elegance.
That's exactly right.
It is. It just, she dyes with such good color sense, and yeah. Go check her out on Instagram too. You will thank us later.
Yep. I agree. So that's going to be next on the needles?
Yes. So that will be, I'm hoping to have 2 pairs to stuff in their Christmas stockings. So.
Oh, that'll be so good. Maybe, because I got the stuff on the honeymoon to knit Jeremy that specific hat, and there's no way for me to knit that without him knowing.
Sure.
I mean, maybe I couldn't ask. I just don't know.
Yeah.
But there's no way.
Yeah.
So it's hard for me to knit anything for him for any kind of presents or anything.
Yeah.
But I would love to be able to surprise him with something in his stocking.
Yeah. You never know. Maybe you'll have some time and you can, who knows?
Yeah. Well, speaking of socks we're working on, so this is a pair of socks that I don't know when I started it.
Forever ago.
Yeah, but I don't know what pattern this is. And
I want to say that is another one of Crazy Sock Lady. I want to say it's her, it's probably not zigs or zags, but I want to say 100% it's one of hers, and it's where the chevrons go the opposite directions.
I should have messaged you before I cast on the second
sock. Right?
Because you're probably right, and but the thing is I was impatient. And I love this yarn, Lucky Dog. Yeah, Lucky Dog yarn in the colorway. No, the base is Dutch Hound. The colorway is Christmas Confetti. And I am just
so cute.
Did you give this to me? Because I don't think I bought it.
I think that was from your 24 Days of Cheer swap partner a year or 2 years ago, something like that.
So I am in complete love with this yarn. And since I couldn't remember, because I didn't write a project page up on it, and I was looking for my patterns, and I was just like, that doesn't look like it.
I totally love that color.
Yep. I just cast on a plain sock with a twisted rib, because for heaven's sakes, I could tell that this had a twisted rib on the cuff. So I could at least do that. But yeah, so one sock won't match the other when it's all done, but I don't care.
You put it under your pants anyway. Who cares?
Yeah, exactly. And I'm hoping when I'm all done, I'm going to cast on a sock head hat with whatever's left over and just knit that plain pattern until I run out of yarn. So who knows if it'll be slouchy or a skull cap.
That is super, super cute. And her yarn has a lot of yardage to it, if I remember correctly. 437 yards. So she's got some good yardage on there too.
And this is not a long cuff. or anything. So I feel like the foot is a little small. Maybe it's just because I haven't blocked it yet, but doesn't that foot look small? I don't know.
Maybe.
So, but it's a fishless lips kiss heel again, because you know that's my go-to. I just love the pulling. It's so much fun.
So much.
Yeah. So I'm working on that. I cast that on, and then I picked up my Alaska skirt.
Yes.
Because it's getting dang cold here. And I picked this up on Thursday night after we went for our walk. And I was like, I need my Alaska skirt done.
Yes.
I've got one done already. I don't know why I didn't wear it.
But you're so close to having that second one done. And you are going to live in those things all winter long.
Oh, yeah. Especially in the morning when I'm getting into my groove in the office.
Yeah.
Like when I first get out of the shower, I'm freezing. But I'm one of those people that after you eat something, I get incredibly cold.
Yeah.
Yeah. So after I eat breakfast, I'm like this. And I'm usually got a blanket wrapped around my legs and everything. But nope, this winter it'll be my Alaska skirt. So I think I've knit this much since Thursday.
Whoa.
So maybe. Yeah.
So cute. And remind me, what color is your other one again?
Brown and is it brown? No, green and brown. I thought, wasn't it?
I think so. I think you're right. Yeah, because it was more of like a fall color, and then you were going to do a spring color one.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so this is my own hand-dyed yarn from back when I had where Andersmillknits was actually a yarn company.
Yes.
And this is my silk worsted weight base. I know this is Annie's colorway. I have no idea what colorway this is.
So pretty.
But I love it. And I love the inside too, because look at the contrasting.
Oh my gosh, you're going to have that done in no time.
Yeah. And I remember Alex, the designer, knit. She helped me figure out how better to figure out my waist, because the first one was so humongous.
Well, and Alex really writes some very not just size inclusive. She really has done some math ahead of time. Her sizing and her ability to really make something fit when it's her patterns. Super, super smart girl. Let me just tell you, super smart.
Yes. And I want to say that my first pattern, it not fitting me correct, but with it being so huge, was my fault, not hers.
Correct.
It was, again, Emily in her brain saying, I'm so much fatter than this. This is never going to work.
Well, and it was one of those things where it was really like, I need to measure, and she was, once we did that, because I remember you and I were working with the conversion. Once we did that, it made perfect sense as to what size you needed to do for the second one. So
yeah. So,
good job.
Yep. So I'm rolling along, and it's so easy. Brioche is absolutely lovely. I have a sweater pattern in my Ravelry stash that is a brioche sweater, and I really want to I think it's at a fingering weight, and I really want to cast that on, but I don't know I don't know if I feel comfortable doing something that big in brioche and with that much shaping and stuff too. For the Alaska skirt, I've knit 1,000 of these.
Oh my gosh, they're so cute, guys. And they're super warm because it's essentially a double layered knit.
So squishy. I love it.
Good job, my dear.
Yep. And then I wanted to point out that, our yarn from, because we were mentioning Granite State, we were mentioning Lauren, and don't mind the messiness of the skein. Watson got to it because Laura put a little charm on it. And Watson
Yes.
Yeah. This was all Watson. But our friend Danielle, who lives close to you, she just finished the Waiting for Rain shawl.
Oh my goodness.
I've had this pattern forever. And I was thinking when I saw her post this, when was this? Just the other day, right?
That's going to be gorgeous.
One day, I literally thought to myself, what if I do?
And isn't the lighter solid color, isn't that sparkle?
Yes. They're both sparkle.
Oh my goodness.
Yep.
That's going to be gorgeous.
Yeah. So I'm going to do the main, whenever I cast this on, which will probably be soon. The main colorway is going to be the variegated, which I don't know how that will come out, but I thought that the lace would show up better in the semi-solid because I want it to show up well. So,
wow.
I hope that will work okay. But,
well, you'll know sooner than later if it doesn't.
And there's always these big increases in shawls, so even if there's a little pooling here or there, it'll be awesome. And I mean, who wouldn't want pooling in that?
Oh I mean, my goodness, that's a gorgeous set.
Yeah, so I'm gonna do that just so everybody knows. But I don't know when I'll cast it on because have we mentioned how many things I have on the needles? There's a reason
we just finished 5. That's a huge accomplishment.
All of which I cast on within the last month or so.
That's huge. Huge.
Month and a half. Yeah. So
you're awesome.
Yeah, we do try, but awesomeness is inherited, not earned.
Oh, I love it. I love it. Well, I'm super excited for holiday knitting because I'm sure I've told you guys this 100 times. I try and knit my girls each a sweater for Christmas, and then we read the Glenn Beck children's version of the Christmas sweater story. And then I have a picture. They each now have their own book, and I have a picture with a photo. I'll have to bring it on and show it one day. Yeah. I have a picture in the back with like an envelope of each year that I've knit a sweater. So I'm super excited. I haven't purchased the pattern yet. It's on Ravelry. I'm just finishing up yarns, deciding. I was actually texting Emily 4 or 5 days ago, and I was like, what do you think of this? What do you know? But I'm super excited. So hopefully I'll be casting that on soon so that I have that ready to go. All of my socks for gifting, I did earlier in the year, so those are ready to go too. I think really just putting together my advents and casting on the 2 sweaters is going to be my tunnel focus for the next, couple weeks. So
I think that's going to be amazing. And I still haven't decided. I don't know where I put it. The yarn that I pulled out some fingering weight alpaca yarn from Palmer Yarn, where she works, actually.
Yes.
Their farm. And it's in black, and I'm going to knit Dad some gloves. So not mittens, gloves.
Beautiful.
And first, I'm nervous about knitting in black. Second, I'm nervous about holding it double. Third, I'm nervous about finding a pattern that I'll like. So if anybody has any suggestions, I honestly haven't even bothered to look yet because it's actually making me way too nervous. So
you'll be fine.
Yeah. I don't know. There's always been something about gloves that I've never thought that I could do. All that fiddly bit at the fingers.
And that's exactly what it is. It's the webbing between the fingers where you just got to make sure. I always, I've knit maybe 2 pairs in my lifetime of gloves.
You knit more than me.
Well, but I always pick up more stitches than what is called for because you can always decrease down. But the more you pick up, it closes that gap. Then there isn't that hole. So the air is coming in there. So I always just pick up maybe 2 more stitches on each end of the join point.
Okay.
So, well, just food for thought.
Yeah. So I'm gonna be looking that up. And then there's one thing I don't know why this came up for me, but Susan B. Anderson, I don't know if this came out this year, when this came out. But
cute. And you have mooses in your backyard practically.
Hello. Yep. So I have to knit it. And so, of course, I pulled out knit picks. Work. Oh.
Yes.
The tweed. And then, so if you look at it when it's.
Oh my gosh, that's going to be darling.
So I think I got colors that are good enough for
it. I love that.
I wasn't.
Now, did you just have that in stash?
No. Well, I had this in stash. I had the green in stash. So, so this is what colorway is this? Black. Mm-hmm. Sorry, it looked a little blue, so I wanted to make sure. And then I got cream and coffee bean. I purchased those.
And which tweed is that? Is that the city tweed or
provincial tweed?
Okay.
Provincial tweed.
Ooh.
And then, but I have this left over from Jeremy's sweater. So
perfect.
Yeah. I probably should have figured it out from Jeremy's leftovers. But did you guys see they had a sale on Halloween colors? So I might have gotten some wool of the Andes in purple because I don't like Halloween colors.
Who doesn't like purple?
Exactly. I have no idea what I'm going to do with it, but I gave myself a budget.
There you go. Good idea.
And I stuck in my budget because you know what the budget was?
What?
$50 mark because you want that free shipping.
I was just going to say, you have to get to free shipping.
Yep. So I got the free shipping. So I didn't get very many of the purple. So who knows what that'll ever be used for.
Who knows?
But that's my dream knitting. That's my prep knitting. That's my what's on the needles, everything.
Yeah.
Same with you. I can't wait to see the girls' sweaters though.
I know. I'm so excited. I need to purchase the pattern, print it out, and kind of get my bearings with what I'm doing. But I think one of them is going to be like a celery green. Ooh. And the other one, I'm not sure yet, but I want to do colors kind of neutral where they can wear a gray, brown, or black with it, because this pattern is a short sleeve, sits open, kind of like the vertebrae pattern where it just rests going down the front so it doesn't button, but there's lace that goes down the back. So I'm so excited.
Right.
Yes, I'm very excited.
Which, by the way, I've been thinking about knitting the mama vertebrae for a couple weeks now. I don't know why it's gotten into my head, but
I have knit that for myself. I have knit the smaller one as like baby gift knitting. I don't know how many times. I think it's just the simplicity of a pattern where you just throw it on and it's super comfortable, like with whatever you wear.
Yeah,
and that's what pattern.
I love pullovers, but I prefer cardigans.
Yeah.
Because I get cold and hot really easily. So I like to be able to figure it out.
And it's also one of those ones where like you can wear it with jeans, you can wear it dressed up, but you can also wear it with sweatpants too.
Yeah, that's my kind of sweater.
You know it. Oh my goodness.
Well, my friend, I think that takes us to the end.
I think so. Guys, thanks so much for joining us today and, getting through our giggles.
Yep. And my brain's not going to work, so you're going to have to do our tagline.
So until next time, guys, just remember, life happens between knits and purls.
Ta-ta for now.
See you next time, guys.